Hello guys, Diealus here, and welcome to one of my favorite games from my childhood, remade in HD, Secret of Mana. My brother and I used to play this a whole lot when we were kids. We really enjoyed the gameplay, just the camaraderie I guess we had too. Taking down the enemies, magic, spamming things down, etc. Truly, this game has quite an amazing soundtrack in my opinion, and for this game, they've really outdone themselves this time. Let's listen here. This orchestrated music really hits home. Yep, they have the orchestrated music in this thing. Alright, why don't we start a new game? Sure. Well, in the cutscenes, there's voice acting, and I'm going to use the English voice acting. People say it's pretty corny and they're really hard on it, and honestly, a lot of the time it does sound pretty corny, but I don't know. I think with that little corny feel comes a bit of kid-friendliness to it, and if I were to have kids one day, I'd want them to be able to play the game and not have it seem all serious or something, just to be really light-hearted. And that's kind of how the game feels, just light-hearted and friendly, and it somehow too also manages to convey a lot of emotion when the time comes when it needs to. So, and subtitles, yeah, I'll leave those on English. And I'll leave all the character names at the default, so that way there doesn't create any confusion. Even though in the Super Nintendo version, and I'm going to be speaking a lot about the differences, at least that I noticed, between the two versions. But the Super Nintendo version, you'd have to name your characters yourself. You could only have them with 6 letters, I believe, in their names. So yeah, I'll also try not to talk over the cutscenes and things, and in-character dialogue if I happen to. Oops. So, well, let's get started here. Oh, or not. There we go. Loading screens.
Long ago, the world prospered and humanity thrived thanks to a power known as mana. However, humans soon sought to use mana to create the ultimate weapon, a floating battleship called the Mana Fortress. This greedy arrogance angered the gods, who in turn unleashed vicious beasts into the world. A violent war between the mana beasts and the fortress engulfed the world in poison and fire until mana had all but disappeared. In humanity's bleakest hour, a hero wielding the mana sword appeared and destroyed the fortress. world was left in shambles. And yet, humanity persevered, and there was peace throughout the land. But as time passes, so history repeats.
Time flows like a river, and history repeats, as it would be in the Super Nintendo version. Wow, that's kind of crazy. So I wonder what kind of war-torn world we're going to enter into. Hopefully it's all completely fine and dandy and nothing going wrong.
Hey! Guys! Wait! Up! Whoa!
Shh! Be quiet, stupid. If the Elder finds us here, we're done for.
Yeah. We're not supposed to be here. Everyone in the village knows about the ghost.
You really believe that old fib? The grown-ups just say there's a ghost to scare us away. But I did hear Grandma say she saw something shiny by the falls when she was little.
Maybe it's treasure. Let's go find it.
Help! I'm gonna fall! Ah!
You guys really didn't seem to be trying too hard.
Oh, whoa! Ouch! There's no way back up. Now what am I gonna do?
Enjoy the beautiful landscape. Welcome to Secret of Mana, everybody. Honestly, it's a really beautiful and vibrant game world full of, well, sweet colors. Oh, and butterflies. That's awesome. Oh, and here I go, just rushing right through to things because I know where to go. And speaking over the cutscenes, I said I wouldn't. Well, alright.
The village is this way, but I'll never get through here without a weapon.
Without a weapon? Why do you assume you need a weapon to get through bushes? Wouldn't you just need a machete? Well, I mean, I guess that is kind of a weapon, but should be used as a tool, not a weapon. I guess a testament to humanity's corruption. We just heard about that in that little cutscene. Well, we need a weapon, apparently.
Who are you? And what's a sword doing here? Too bright! What's with this light? Oh, a ghost!
Listen. I entrust the sword to you.
Huh? What do you mean? Ugh, what's up with this sword? The light's fading already. Oh, I have to get back to the village!
It is I who asked the sword, as it was in the Super Nintendo version. Subtle little differences. So cool, now we've got a super rusty sword. Wow. I've never seen this thing so rusty in my life, goodness gracious. But with this rusty thing, we can cut through the bushes.
Whoa! What's a rabbi doing in a place like this?
Why are you scared of something so fluffy and cute? Bam! Critical hit. So alright, you use your weapon to swing at your enemies to kill them. And you see there at the bottom of the screen there's a little charge bar. You swing your weapon, it starts at 0, goes to 100. When it's at 100, you can swing at full power. So you can keep swinging, but you do less damage when it's lower. I'll try to show you that here. Well, okay. cut through there, and swing. See, I did 4 damage there. Wait for 100, swing again, 18. So you definitely want to wait for that to get to 100 before swinging. When swinging at enemies, I try to keep them at max range. Oh, a chest. So when you kill enemies, you can get treasure from them, and you use the weapon button to open the chests. And I found candy. Candy is used to restore your health when you're hurt. You have to manually go into your menu and use it to eat it. It restores 100 health. So I have 50 health. I really don't need it, and it'll way overheal me. So we're just going to keep wandering to the village and not use it. Alright, so these things are really bloodthirsty. Alright. So one thing I forgot to note, I believe when you first get this game, well, let's back up a bit. Here's the menu. Inside the ring menu you can view a whole bunch of things from your character stats here. What level you are, the experience you have versus what you need, how much HP you have, your money. I mean, look at all this stuff. I guess in time I might explain things here and there, but right now, not too important. Just know that I'm still alive. Alright, so there's a game log. Let's see. Yep, it reminds you of the story in case you put the game down for a long time and then come back. Here's the other guide here. You can view your characters. Well, oh, that's really cool. You can turn the character around to kind of view them from all sides to really appreciate the work they put into them. Honestly, I really enjoy how these characters look. Some people complain that it doesn't look as realistic as it could, but a lot of this other stuff I'll get to later. But here in your settings, you can control a lot of things, such as, let's see, well, your costume. If you pre-ordered the game, you could equip a tiger suit, merely cosmetic. I'm going to defend myself from this guy. I don't need him causing problems. And when you pause the game, it pauses the game. You don't have to worry about enemies attacking you in the pause menu, so that's a relief. So, alright, I'll change my costume. I can even be in a Moogle suit. Now I look as ferocious as the enemies I'm killing. Oop. It does not do anything other than make me look funny, so can't use it for special bonuses or buffs. You just look funny. The original reason I brought this up is somewhere in these menus you can actually bring up a mini-map that looks similar to the original game's map of the place, so to speak. But, well, I can't find it offhand. Perhaps I'll look for it for next time. Well, in the meantime, we just gotta get back to the village, because they gotta be worried sick. They think I just died falling off a waterfall. I mean, how are they gonna explain that? 3 people go away, only 2 come back. Alright. So Rabbites like to jump at you and try to bite you, so... Oh, my weapon skill went up. So if they jump at you, just kind of keep your distance, and then when they land, then swing your weapon. So here's my charge. When you swing your weapon and hold the button, you charge it up and walk funny, and then when you let it go, it releases the charged attack for extra damage. So I don't use the charged attacks too often, simply because it's slower, makes me move slower, and it's not all that convenient. Oh. So when you level up, you actually get a full health restore. But I took damage after leveling up, so it kind of defeated the purpose. So here we are, just going through. There is going to be something to note here. So I killed all these enemies over here. Note when I walk over here and come back, well, that totally contradicted me. Let's see if I can't get it to appear. Or maybe I already did. Alright. It's happened before, but typically there's, I think, 4 Rabbites down here. And if you go off screen and come back, the 4th one will show up. But maybe it loaded over here, whereas before it wouldn't have, so... Yeah, just a thing that can happen. They can only have 3 enemies on screen at once. So... Well, I guess we made it to the village.
Did you see that? Something lit up the sky near the falls a moment ago.
I don't know what you're talking
about
about.
This.
I'm sure it's fine. Did not unleash an ancient evil bent on destroying the world. Nothing of the sort.
Hey, stop playing with that sword before you hurt someone. I'll tell the Elder on you.
What's he gonna do? I'm the one with the sword. Well, okay, I wouldn't actually use it on him. Would I? We actually don't know the character of this guy. I mean, he's a troublemaker. He's already disobeying, well, the Elder.
The Elder was looking for you. What did you do this time?
Nothing. We were just playing.
On an errand for the Elder? Don't dawdle.
So I overlooked it, but outside of this
Welcome.
building was a
What will
little
it be?
sign with a jar on it. That signifies this is a shop, and shops are used to purchase items to restore your health and other things. You can also purchase armor. As you can see here, I am a poor boy, and I don't have enough for the armor that I need. You'll notice there above my character's portrait is some up arrows. That means when I equip this, I'll increase my defense. This item here saves a ghosted player. What that means is if you get killed, you turn into a ghost. And you use this item to revive the character that's dead. It doesn't auto-revive like a fairy in Zelda, so don't expect it to work like that. In the medical herb, if something happens to you, like you're afflicted by a certain status effect, this will remove the status effect.
Anything else?
No.
Come again.
Maybe. So here's the sign I was referring to. Right, come on, loading screen. Right here. So, you see this sign? You know it's a shop. You should head in and check out, see if they have new equipment for you. In here is the inn. Inns are used to restore your health and magic. Talk to the innkeeper. He'll ask you to pay some money. You pay some money, sleep, and restores your health, and then you can choose to save the game. Or you come up here, tell him no, and save your game anyway. You don't need to pay him to save the game, though. And it's really cheap. Inns in this game are really, really cheap. So you don't have to worry about losing too much money from it. Well, you know what? Let's go to this guy first.
Help! Monsters have surrounded the village!
You don't say.
We'd better stay inside until we know what's going on out there.
Well, monsters can't come inside the village. They're not like me, who can transfer between screens, so you're safe. As long as you guys never leave, you're perfectly fine.
There's an unfamiliar face in here. It looks kind of scary. I don't know.
Maybe he's hiding from the monsters. Maybe he is a monster.
I think that guy is a knight. What's he doing in a little village like ours?
Oh, it's you. Elliot just stopped by, but he didn't look too good. What happened?
Why is Elliot stopping by at a bar? Well, you're friendly. Looks sweet though, I want your armor. Well, alright, I think that's pretty much all that we can do here. Well, okay, except for this. Yeah, this doesn't look good. We're probably gonna get in huge trouble.
You're all right. Elliot just told me what happened.
Did he tell the truth?
I thought you were a goner.
Nearly was. Thanks for that.
That's why I told you not to bring someone like him along.
You idiots. None of you were supposed to wander into that area.
Yeah. Wait.
What's that you have there? Oh no. It couldn't be.
Couldn't be what?
Cool. Did you find the treasure?
Nope, just a rusty sword.
Way to go!
What have you done? That's the mana sword. There's no way you could have pulled it free.
Oh.
Mana sword? But legend says the village will be destroyed if it's removed.
What?
I never thought it'd come to this.
What's going on?
The mana sword is said to protect the village from disaster. But now...
How does it protect the village from disaster when it's stuck in a stone?
Aha! So you're the reason all those monsters are attacking us.
No, I think the monsters just want you dead. That's what monsters do. They try to kill people.
You yanked out the sword and doomed the whole village. It's your fault, you outsider.
Outsider? Dude!
Hey, stop! Shut up.
I'm the guy with the sword!
It's all your fault.
Why are you hitting me?
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
An earthquake.
Oh, fantastic. As if things couldn't get any worse. Well,
Ah!
thanks, old man. This is the second time I've fallen from a high place.
Help!
Goodness.
I'm a monster! You have a sword, why don't you use it?
Well, I think that's a good thing, a good time to cut things off. So, next time on Secret of Mana, we'll try not to die. Well, thanks guys, and have a good one. Goodbye.